Tiger Woods withdrew from the Masters yesterday morning due to aggravating his plantar fasciitis. Second time in 5 tournaments since 2022. Tiger's been forced to withdraw. It's the first major, though, since 1995. Shannon, do you think Tiger will ever win another major?
Hell, I just hope he can finish the tournament. Skip, we saw what we saw. We know he's dealing with. We know the injuries that he's been dealing with, Skip. And I don't want to feel bad for Tiger Woods, but I'm like, damn, Tiger. Skip, he's walking like he's walking barefoot on broken glass. And, you know, Jason Day said last year that he retired because he said the screw had came through the skin. Now, we don't know how bad it is, how bad it was.
Yeah, he couldn't finish.
He couldn't finish the tournament.
Yeah.
And we don't know how bad it was this time around, Skip. But, Skip, come on. The normal thing is, Skip, if you go out and you play a tournament, okay, I hit the ball well, I need to work on putting. Skip, he can't work on anything because it hurts too bad. So how you gonna, and this, Skip, this is the, everybody tells me, Shannon, he knows this course like the back of his hand. Skip, he can't finish it because he can't walk. He can't walk. He walks one day, and after the next day, he's limping noticeably. And then the next day, he's limping even worse than the second day. And it's only going to get progressively worse.
Shannon, I told you he would make the cut.
Skip, that's because
it was a miracle he made the
Skip,
cut.
That's because
I also predicted to you the weather was going to hit him right between the eyes because it was going to get cold and it was going to rain like cats and dogs, and it did. And he still made the cut. And I'm going to remind you, Rory McIlroy did not make the cut. He was the favorite to win the golf tournament. Justin Thomas didn't make the cut.
Yeah, JT blew up. That's how Tiger made the cut.
DeChambeau didn't make the cut. Sergio didn't make the cut. Bubba Watson did not make the cut. This is the hilliest walk on tour. This is the hardest walk that he could subject himself to. And I still say, because you saw what Phil did yesterday.
Yeah.
Phil Mickelson shot the Sunday best 65 yesterday, finishing a tie for second with Brooks Koepka, who fell completely apart.
Yes.
But the point was, Phil is 5 years older than Tiger, so I am not counting Tiger
with
out.
No injury history.
No injury. He's had some, but not like this. This man's got the most battered body in the history of golf.
Skip, you named Rory, and you named Bryson DeChambeau, and you named all those guys. You didn't name Tiger. They're not Tiger. All those guys together don't have as many majors as Tiger. They're never going to be Tiger. So Skip, look how he was walking. Tell me you didn't feel bad for him. Tell me you didn't feel bad.
It's the weather, because he's got, as he says, a whole lot of hardware in his leg. And once, you know how it goes, when it gets cold. I mean, even I hate to play golf in the cold. It wasn't made to be played in the cold, yet it got invented in Scotland.
Yeah, so it was made to be played in the cold and wind.
But the point is that you couldn't make worse conditions. And he said, my plantar fascia's hurt. It probably is. I just think his whole body was aching to the point he says, I don't want to do this anymore. It's not worth it. But he did set it. It was a miracle he made the cut in this.
You've had plantar fasciitis. What did the doctor tell you? Stay off it.
You know, ice it, you know, there's only so much you can do. Once it flares up, you can't even get out of bed in the morning, as you know. Okay, so to me, he's 47 years of age, and I do think he was working hard on his game to a fault. He said, I came in much better prepared than I did a year ago at the Masters, but he had worked so hard, I think he beat up his body just practicing.
But Skip, but you said working, doing what?
Yeah, hitting golf balls, putting, chipping.
But I'm saying, but Skip, he ain't walking. Somebody else going to get the golf ball to break it back.
No walking whatsoever. And he's already talking about at 40. I mean, at 50, he gets to ride in a little buggy, as he calls it, in a golf cart on the championship.
Yeah, so he might need to wait for the next 2.5 years.
Just watch. One of these majors, he'll get right, and he'll go in, and he'll scare the hell out of him because he's got the strongest mind in the history of this game, and he might have one of the strongest minds in the history of sports. You know that, and I know that.
I do, but Skip, like my grandpa used to say, the mind is willing, but the body ain't able.
Yeah, but sometimes you can will a body into. He willed his body into he made the cut. It's impossible.
Skip, he made the cut because JT blew up.
Okay, but he still did it. They all blew up.
And they did what he do, Skip. And then he just like.
Okay.
He was supposed to go this way, Skip.
Okay, Skip, I sure hope you're right. I'd love to see him out there again. I have to interrupt, guys. We're out of time. Damian Lillard, do you think he just sent a message to the Trailblazers front office? That's next. Padres catch first pitch 4 Eastern on FS1 or your Fox Sports app. Yesterday, Odell Beckham Jr. agreed to a 1-year deal with the Ravens. Reportedly, it's worth $15 million guaranteed, up to $18 million, though, with incentives. Lamar posted a screenshot of the two FaceTiming shortly after the news broke. And then take a look. TMZ Sports has video of these two celebrating together at a club in Miami. Shannon, how will signing Odell impact Lamar's future with the Ravens?
Well, Skip, it goes. They're trying. I mean, they're like, look, Lamar, we're doing everything we possibly can. Now, if Odell doesn't go out and catch for 1,400 yards, that's not our fault. But we did give you what we thought was a quality receiver, one of the best available receiver, considering the timing of the market. So at the end of the day, Skip, I don't know how much this impact this has on Lamar. Lamar wants his money. And how close to the amount of money, how close to the money that he wants can the Ravens get? I don't know. But this does show, Lamar, that we're trying to get you some help because we've heard that you don't have adequate receivers. They're okay, Skip, but they're not top. They're not guys that's going to the Pro Bowl. And you see all these other top receivers, they have these other top quarterbacks, they have Pro Bowl caliber receivers.
They do.
There's fans, Baltimore Ravens fans and supporters of Lamar saying, give him that, and then let's see if you still have doubts whether or not he can throw the football consistently and accurately. But only then can we know for certain. But they went out, they paid a lot of money, Skip. This is Skip, this is the back to school. This is 2 days before school starts. All the good stuff done picked over.
That's true.
You might be getting some stuff a size or two too big, or something too tight.
True.
But it is that's the only thing on the table. It is what it is, Skip.
Okay, I'm going to say it again. The Baltimore Ravens just gave Odell first day of free agency money deep into free agency when you're probably bidding against yourself because you thought from a PR perspective or maybe a team perspective, you just had to have Odell Beckham Jr. at any cost, and it's a big cost. 15 guaranteed, 18 with incentive.
He got the money that I thought he would have got last year, Skip, had he not had the knee injury.
Agreed.
The 15 mil.
You know what? Bingo. If he had been able to finish out the Super Bowl with another 3 or 4 catches, whatever, he hits that market. First day of free agency, somebody jumps and says, I got to have him.
Right.
Maybe Jerry jumps, I don't know, and says, I'll do 15. But he would have to have been completely healthy.
Correct.
Now we've had 2 ACL reconstructions within the last, 3 years? It's no good. He's 30 years of age, and it's scary. I watched the video. He looked like he'd put on a little muscle weight, which is a good thing and a bad thing because he doesn't look as quick as he used to look. Well, who can be at this stage in age? So is it a good sign that, you lived at Live, right? Right?
I ain't been out there, but I will go.
Yeah, you're going to go. So they show up at Live and they celebrate and party together. I guess it's a good sign for the Ravens.
Right.
But I'm just not buying into it because with the morning light this morning, Lamar